So once you've completed your reviews, you're ready to start learning A and B, the designing stage of the website. This needs to be done in full before you actually start making anything in terms of your web pages, the 8 you need to put together, and the website which you're required to do. It's very similar to the design stages of other units we've done in terms of the design specification. The style is basically you kind of sketching out how you want your pages to be laid out, what kind of content is going to be in them. You are required to do 3 different styles, and that ties into the design justification again, which is something you've done in the past. The storyboard is basically a brief idea of how your 8 pages are going to look. Yes, I've only got 6 here, but this is just an example. I'm just check and make sure you include where you're going to have your text, your images, how the user is going to interact on the web page, if there's going to be any audio or any videos. Sitemap, now I know mine looks really messy, but it's basically just showing how your 8 pages are going to be linked together. And excuse all the arrows, but basically on my pages they're all going to be linked, so you'll be able, from the home page you'll be able to get to fundraisers, news, contact, donate, events, and the same from all the other pages, but you do need to kind of show that in your sitemap diagram. You'll need to make sure you set up a folder structure ready for your web pages to be saved into. That is really important. It's something you should do before you even start to create anything, and it's a really simple task. It's just showing a folder setup and giving an indication of what names you're going to give your pages, so you're not going to have any untitled documents, so it's quite easy to identify what page is what. Sources log, again very similar to the asset lists we've done in the past. You do need to make sure you've got at least 4 different assets in this table before you even start making anything. And as you start making your web page, there's every chance to be adding to this. So it's probably a good idea to show that you've started this and you've got your 4 assets in already before printing them. So you'll get an orange markup on the mark sheet. And then at the end of the project, when you've actually completed your website with the 8 pages, this would imagine to be a bit fuller, and then we'd print it off with everything included. The test plan. Now, normally you do your testing after you've created your product or whatever it's been in the past, but in terms of helping you with like making sure you hit the requirements of this section or requirements of the website, it's advised you set a test plan up before you start making anything, so then you can check as you're going along, basically testing things, which you inevitably will do on your web pages and your website to make sure things work and they actually hit these requirements. So this again will be something which will be printed, will not be finished, or well, it can be shown to either myself or Messini to show us that you've created a test plan, but it won't be printed until after your website is completed. And then design justification is there as usual, justifying your decisions for your sitemap, for your storyboard, for your style. And that's where a lot of you, I think, fall down in respect of getting the higher marks, because I think we kind of just don't spend a great deal of time on this, justifying our reasons, and which sometimes holds us back from getting distinction grades. And finally, resources and constraints. Basically, what are you planning to use, what hardware, what software, what problems do you anticipate to happen, and how are you going to overcome those problems if they do come about.